This is part two of our trilogy of communities that started the colonies. Our travels brought us to Colonial Williamsburg in Virginia. It is the nation's largest living history museum with 174 acres of land. It has 88 original buildings and more than 50 are being restored as historic structures. The restoration of this area started around 1920. Hello, my friend. How's it going? This is a tour of the town as it appeared back in the 1700s. This is where Thomas Jefferson, George Washington, and Patrick Henry once walked the streets. The buildings here are being used for many different venues, such as a restaurant and retail stores. And some are being used as boarding houses, as you will see later on. The entire colonial town stays in character 24 hours a day. The shopkeepers, townsfolk, children at play, farm families, marching militia, tavern folks are all dressed up and all of them play their roles. It takes you back in time in the colonial lifestyle of the 18th century.
Whoa, whoa.
Oh,
Sorry.
call an ambulance.
Sorry.
It's all right.
We need you guys to exchange numbers. License plate number.
Yeah,
Oh, goodness sakes.
yeah. She don't have a driver's license. No, she's from the Philippines. Yeah, you know. No, we're all right. We're all right.
It's cooler on Kings Creek than it is here in town. We close up the house here and stay out there until September or October when the weather cools. And then I return. It's just not far from the town, so it is of no great difficulty for me to travel in. What's that?
That's a question.
Is it?
Does anybody live in these houses?
Absolutely.
That's wonderful. I just hate to think that they're closed up and nobody lives in them.
Oh God, no. No, these are, many of these are all lived in. They are or stores, or they're counting houses, or they are for some other purpose. Oh yes, many.
Yeah, we make use of our space.
Oh yeah.
We'd like to stay in a brick house.
Yeah, that's a boarding house right up the street there.
Oh. Well, this is cool. Yeah, they didn't have blacktop back in the day, but it sure is nice to see the.
Well, it was blacktop back in the 1930s and before that as well. But in the 18th century, dirt from porch to porch.
I hear.
What is the famous line that it was said it was 50 yards wide, a mile long, and 3 feet deep?
Yes, on a dry day.
On a dry day, yes.
Doctors, ministers, judges.
Okay. Wow.
Professors at the college, men like that.
Yeah.
Education.
Educated men.
Now, in London, if you be a physician, you always wear your bob.
Good day to you all today. We do apologize that the Capitol at this point is closed. 2 reasons. Well, the building itself we can't enter because there's maintenance going on, and then of course we had our thunderstorm just a moment ago. But we are very happy to answer questions for you up here. If you happen to have questions
What
about
is this building?
So this would have been the Capitol building, where the House of Burgesses would have been meeting, if you consider where the government meets. In this building, we have the legislative branch represented by the House of Burgesses as well as the council. We have the High Court, and the governor would come sit here. So instead of having multiple different buildings, if you think about maybe the current capital, Washington, D.C., all of government for Virginia is meeting in this one building.
The state of Virginia.
At the time, we were a colony, sir.
Oh yeah.
Yes, we were a colony until 1776, when we become a commonwealth. And that isn't even truly official until we win our war for independence, which of course is made official in 1783. Of course, Cornwallis surrenders Yorktown in 1781, as we all know, but it was not official until 1783 with the signing of the peace. But yes, this is not the original building. We as Virginians are very good about burning our capital buildings down. We do it 4 times at Jamestown. We do it twice here, once while it is the capital, once again after the capital moves to Richmond in 1780. The reason the capital moves to Richmond in 1780, well, we're very afraid that the York River, which is over there, that the British are just going to come sailing up and burn our capital. Well, when we move the capital to Richmond, it's much more difficult to reach by sea, so the British in 1781 promptly march into Richmond and burn the capital, which of course you know we moved there to avoid. Well, the second Capitol building that is standing here, it stands here until 1832. It's struck by lightning and, well, it burns down. And of course, you might have noticed we've hardly even talked about anything since 1780. So, for those of you keep track at home, 4 times, twice, once in Richmond, and that's all before official statement.